All right, welcome back. This is M-Dog, and we are at Winding Rivulet, 8-meter clip, kind of casting in this direction, 108, 124. And if you are trying to get the qualifications done for feeder, you may have noticed that one of the stage 4 qualifications is actually quite a challenging one. People put hours and hours into trying to get this particular fish. So for this to be this low on the qualifications list is maybe a little rough, but it's of course to get this fish here, trophy version. You do have to get it on a picker rod though. If you see stage 4 here, catch a trophy donut's rough while using a picker rod. The white bream one, which is at the bottom of stage 3, but that's no walk in the park either, but that one you can do feeder or picker. So I did actually purchase a third picker, so now I have 3 pickers on this account. Of course, one of them is, if you saw the last video about the feeder qualifications, one of them is a Boonison picker, which is the one I'm holding here, which I sent over from my alternate account, because on that account I ended up actually putting points into picker rods. I never have put points on this account, but hopefully we'll get lucky. Not that we'll do it this time around, but you know, once you see, if you hear that there's a spot where the trophy donut roughs are coming out, it's probably worth at least giving it a try if doing the qualification is important, because eventually you're gonna have to get it. So it seems as though right now is at least a possibility here. They're actually biting in this spot on redworm. I do have 3.4 fluorocarbon line on, so you want to go really thin line, and I think I'm using loop rig since we're in current, but you could just do basic bottom as well. Whatever you have points in really probably is the way to go, because you're just trying to get the best chance for a trophy. And I think that they are mostly only going to be active overnight and then early in the morning. So this will probably be a pretty short window where if we don't see one come in, it's probably not coming in. At this point, we have 3 separate pickers. We've got the West Hill Wingate, and this is the one that will try to do something tricky to try to get the this is probably going to be a bream or something, just kind of one of those weird. Since it is on redworm, this is always a possibility, even though we do have size 24 hooks. So this will not be fun. But with the West Hill, we're going to try to do the whole, like, catch a 30-kilo fish on a picker rod. Just, not that I'm looking forward to that, but you got to do it somehow if you want to get the qualifications done. I'm not sure if we're actually gaining ground here. Our little Lacertes. This is one of those that might be better off trying to let it pop off, but we'll see. I'd love to at least see what it is. It's going out into the deeper area. Because these are little snake fluorocarbon line, it really doesn't have a lot of the snake power carbon is really small. It's a small spool, 100-meter spool, and then it may be a little shorter than that if I've used it to make leaders a couple of times. Very fortunate that it didn't snap off right there at the beginning. Yeah, and if it wasn't such a short line, I would probably say just let's just open the bail and let the fish get off, but it'd be too easy to get spooled on this short line. $18, we're okay. $19, we're right at the popping point of the line. It's probably a 2-kilo bream, maybe. Oh no, it's actually a chub, isn't it? Is that a chub? It's a chub. It's a decent little chub. We're right up here, aren't we? Well, that's not ideal. And let's see, what else? Once donut rough time is over, is there anything else we could work on here? I guess the other benefit is if you ever did catch a trophy rough while going for the donuts rough, you do need one of those as well. We're not going to get a blue bream here. So I guess the other thing would be to continue, maybe throw some dough bait out there. I need to look at the let's look and see what we've caught so far and see what is available here. It's a nice white. It's always sad to catch a white bream when you think about how different it used to be to be able to catch white bream on feeders. Just not as common now. All right, so what's the other? All right, we have crucian. So we still don't have a gibble. So a gibble would be an easy one for dough bait. And then we've got 4 more to get on dough baits. So they're not coming out very much right now, are they? I mean, we literally have 1, 2. We have 2. And it looks like it might have mostly been overnight that was even possible. Oops. All right, so let's see what we have here. I forget about the blue bream here. I'd never think of blue bream for winding. So yeah, we could catch a burbot here, but there's easier places to do that. We're not going to catch a burbot on a dough bait anyway. Chinese sleeper on egg dough. Okay, that's kind of interesting. We could throw out an egg dough. We could probably don't need quite as small of a leader size. We can play it a little more safe. Egg dough, huh? I don't think we've gotten white bream yet on dough. So there might be a couple things we could possibly get here. Yeah, we're just not seeing them at all anymore. Did I change this? No, we need to change that. This one as well. I don't know, we'll try till about 9 a.m. and then we'll switch over to some dough baits. Just to see if anything will go for the dough. But they are here. Again, it looks like more overnight is the time to do it. Now we're just getting, whoa, that is a nice white bream. Well, it's good that we're still getting the last few fish we need just in general on feeder or picker. But we eventually have to get up to 75, so we're a long way away on that. But there's still some places that we haven't even fished yet since this came out that'll have different types of species. Like we can get a few species at Winding, Rivulet. That's where we are right now. What's it called? Seversky, that we can't get anywhere else. Octuba might have a couple. And again, for some of that, we can use, or a lot of that, we can use feeder or picker, so we don't have to be quite as crazy with trying to use picker rods. There's another one. That's good. So I think to start off, we want to try egg dough, sweet dough, and honey dough maybe, and then we'll rotate cottage cheese onto one just to see what, if anything, is happening with that. All right. I think we'll start switching them. Okay. So this goes up to 5.5. Let's just do 5 kilo and then 4.4. Maybe a 16 hook with, let's see, honey dough. Oh yeah, there's garlic dough too. Egg dough. I guess let's put egg dough on this one for now. We will not do ground bait still. So we've got egg dough. And this one we can do a little bit more comfortable. Actually, let's do 6.8 so we can go 6.4. And 16 with, actually, sweet dough. Oh yeah, we don't have a clip on there anymore because we switched lines. Alright, and then this is the one we can go the most. And we'll put honey dough on that one. I think there's a chance that common carp could... We're going to fish in the same hole. At least that's the intent. I think there's a chance that common carp could come in on the honey dough more so than the others. That's why I put the biggest one on that one. Let's go ahead and clip it on all these. And we'll just see if anything bites at all here. It may not. I mean, this might not be a good spot to use this stuff. But I don't think we're going to get a donut rough here in the middle of the day. So we might as well try something else. Just see if we can get lucky on a dough. A dough bait. So let's see. We're not currently using, right now we've got sweet dough, honey dough, egg dough, so we can try garlic and cottage cheese as well. Looks like honey dough's at least getting a nibble. It's a roach. Did we not have a roach yet? That's interesting. All right, so that's number 6. And that was honey dough. This is sweet dough. Okay. So far, egg dough has been the slowest, I guess. There you go. You don't necessarily expect to get a chub on dough very easily, so that's a good one. That's a good one. And we still don't have a gibble. I mean, we're getting very close to the 10 on dough. It was nice getting that mirror, although we don't have a common yet. That also should be pretty easy in terms of carp. If you're patient, I mean, possibly not here as much, but at Mosquito or certainly at Amber, Bear, Old Berg, you should be able to eventually get a common carp on a dough bait. I guess the name of the game is just keep making progress on it. I guess let's just make sure nothing's just sitting here. That's really strange how slow egg dough is. This time of day, I guess everything's going to be a little slow. Alright, so let's switch one to cottage cheese and garlic dough. Egg dough just not working, so let's go to garlic dough. And we'll give that a minute and then I'll wrap it up. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge getting that donuts rough. White eye, blue bream, and then some of the lower stages as well. But those three kind of stand out as like, you know, mid stages, but still very going to require a lot of patience in some cases. Wow. Okay. River mussel, huh? And that was cottage cheese. Cottage cheese kind of wants to catch bream, so that's not a surprise. See if we can not fail this one. I think river mussels have been pretty good for Russian sturgeon lately. All right. Very slow. Okay, let's go see if, just for fun, if there's any lucky cafe orders. Yeah, so we were using this. Oh yeah, some of these aren't even 100 meters. Very limited line. Not sure. Did I actually switch the hook size? Yeah, okay. We'll just put a small leader on this one. Again, this is 108, 124, 8-meter clip. Trying to land the Lucky Donuts Rough Trophy. Let's see if any of this is even close to current cafe orders. Probably not. Every once in a while you'll get a Donuts Rough cafe order, even for a regular size one, that can be pretty decent. So if you're on a Donuts Rough size, you're not completely giving up the possibility of making some silver. It's not the best silver farm usually, but it's not the worst either if you're getting them with any regularity at all. That one we have, I don't know, it's probably 10 to 15 silver for that fish, I would think. The marker one. Four pieces, so we'll hold on to our white bream. That'll be easy to finish. Gudgeon, we're not getting those very often. We could get lucky on a larger nace. And that's going to pretty much be it. We need 4 of those, is that right? 4 pieces. Yeah, so we'll just look and see. We're at 40 silver. Most of them is that... the chub and that, yeah, that one donuts was 9.05, but they do go up good in silver. I mean, the closer you get to trophy size, the obviously the better you're going to be there. But as a rare fish, you're getting more for those than most fish, especially for their size. They're so small. All right, we'll go look at our lines one more time, and then I'll wrap this up. And if you're trying to be patient and sitting on this spot for it, then you probably do want to find something a little more interesting to do during the daytime. I think you can safely say that if it's going to come, it's not going to be during the middle of the day. So what else could you possibly be fishing for during the day here? Just to make it, keep yourself entertained a little bit. There's another donut. So that's a nice size one. And notice that we're only at 15:30 in the afternoon. And that one came in, so maybe worth starting in the afternoon for sure. Yeah, so there's another one. Very nice. They're here. It's possible. Okay, well, I'll wrap it up for now. I'll certainly update this if I happen to get lucky on this fishing trip. I'm not expecting that. You should come into it expecting that trying to get one of these rare fish trophies is going to take a long time, but you just never know. So let's trying to see if this is going to get on here pretty quick. Then we'll go ahead and check out a couple more fish, and then we'll be done for now. It definitely seems like redworm is working, though. Obviously, they're not going to be super common to bite, but when they do, it seems like they are coming in on the redworm pretty nice, which is good. This front line was moving earlier. Let's just make sure it's not something small on there. No, it's not. All right. Okay, as always, thanks for watching, and again, I'll keep you updated on how the qualification list is going, and I do think I don't know, sometime soon I'm going to at least try to look at trying to find a 30-kilo Russian sturgeon on my picker rod, for better or for worse. All right, I will see you next time.